Hello, beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. And also, internet, wherever you are, we're gonna be democratizing one-on-one from the fish farm industry. Things are just popping out. And what are we gonna be having as the new orientation of the things that are gonna be popping out here? Back to the regionum. We have Matiko on the work. Matiko, hi.
Hi.
How are you, man?
I am fine, bro.
Always work.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the work continues here, and this is again starting the week of the Monday, as this kind of the week had been so hectic and a little bit there and here and there, and you have to understand how the things are going to be popping out here. So one-on-one, I have also the brothers here. Hi, man. What's up? How is everything?
Hi.
Hello. Jambo Kenya. Mambo iko fiti? Kila kitu iko chonjo.
Yeah.
Leo shughuli ilikuwa namna gani?
Yeah, we were feeding the fish.
Oh, not feeding. Yeah. Exactly. Today we were doing much of the work here, and as you can see, Matiko is now completing some of the works here because of levelizing this kind of an area. As you can see, we have this kind of the fish ponds here. They were having a little bit of the cracks and also collapsing, and they had to be rectified. And much of the works that are considered at this kind of the zone, and we have Matiko can do it, and other brothers can do it. It was a very big work, and I've never shown you this kind of the work that was coming out here. As you can see, this area was having a problem of collapsing each and every time. So today we're going to be restricting it using it's called a manual gabion, use of the trees and also the tree barks here, to make sure we're going to be restricting this area, and also we're going to be extending this area. Talk about the life zone of a fish pond. It should be gauged, and you have to be there to see what your things are just conducted here. And the work goes on direct and also goes in very good here. So also, when I come back to the gentlemen here, as you can see, they're having some of the spades here. Umemaliza kazi?
Yeah, tunamaliza.
Kila kitu imeisha? Yeah. Exactly. They were doing some of the work. You can see the wheelbarrow, it's looking like. They were doing something called the chime, transporting the chime to the fish ponds here. And I brought a chime using the tuk-tuk yesterday but one. And today we have just democratized here to make sure that the chime has to be thrown onto the fish ponds here. You can see now water going to be turning into green, and that's what we need to embrace here. So the green turbidity, you can see this kind of the fish pond. It's looking like there much of the food has been thrown on top. This is the chime. The chime, for the people who doesn't know the chime is whenever you go to the slaughterhouses, you'll find they have bisected a stomach, rebnum, talk about those kind of the stomachs. You understand there are like four. You find that some of incomplete synthesis or incomplete digestion of the grass that the cow had ate. So that's what we call chime. This is the chime. It's grass-like, grass-like, yes, you can see. So we are using it to throw onto the fish ponds here because it has an impact. 5 positive impacts of using the chime. Number 1, whenever you use the chime, it's like food. Let me show you what I mean. And I say it's like food, the fish can feed on the chime, and it's part of the food. So whenever it's floating on top of water, as you can see here, so fish gonna be eating. You can see some of the spots inside here. The fish are coming and consuming it, and it's like food. That's number 1. Number 2, because of the green area, because it's always green, so it will turn this water into green. You can see some of the level of green. So that green is what we call green turbidity, or we call the green algae or the algae, that much of the people, depending to the English teacher, how they're going to be spelling it out. So whenever we have the green turbidity, that is what we call the chime constitute into the green turbidity or the green bloom of the fish pond. So the fish can eat onto that algae. So that is the algae I'm talking about. It's constituted, it brings or it enriches the water with the fertility, and that fertility is what now grows into the chime and becomes so healthy because of that kind of the fertility that is contained onto the chime. So that's why you see the fish pond is always green, and that green, it has an effect because they cannot be spotted. The fish cannot be spotted from an aerial view, and the fish cannot be eaten here using the predators can view the fish direct onto the fish pond, and they can eat. Number 3, that chime, whenever it's just here, so already the water is fertility. It has enriched with the fertility or enriched with the vitaminity, which is relevant for the growth of other crops. So you can use this water to water your nursery beds there, and everything can be so fantastic here. Number 4, this chime also, it has a scent. That scent cannot bring snakes into the fish ponds here because the snakes doesn't like that kind of the smell. The chime or the cow dung also come out with, so it cannot have anything to do with coming to the fish pond here. So we are securing the fish pond. So at least I can give you the points on why we are using the chime to treat or to enrich water with fertility here. So as you can see here, this kind of the fish pond was having so many terrible collapsing each and every other time. Whenever it rains, every rainy season, it was having a problem. So right now you can see what we are doing here, and everything is so fantastic here. So that's why you can see Matiko is making it happen, and everything is coming out more fantastic here. So we are restricting this area from collapsing. That's what we are just enriching ourselves onto. So you can see we hit this kind of the we can call them the round poles, very highly hit, and they got inside like 4 feet in, and they reached up to the maram stage. And when they reached there now, we're gonna be putting this kind of the timber backs from the back to make sure that it's gonna be holding those kind of the grass, and also holding those kind of the grass and soil not to collapse again. So this fish pond now, it's gonna be so fantastic, very fantastic, and there's nothing can bring any kind of the harm here. So that's why you can see everything is just conducted here. Also, from each and every kind of the spot we see the gentlemen, they're here. Still we are ongoing with much of the job here, and the job continues as normal because I said we're going to be changing this kind of a zone very meticulous, and we're going to be changing it the way it has to come out. So that's why you see the gentlemen, they're here and conducting their best things here. Mambo vipi bwana? Mambo iko fiti. I have the gentleman here. Also, is always the team, and you understand how we're going to be talking about the team going to be formulated. And also, we're going to be having the breaking news. Wait for it. You're going to be coming. Hello, Jambo Kenya. Mambo iko sawa? Ah, we. It's called Mujeda. How are you? What's your name? Mambo vipi? Kama kao. Jina? Mjeda. Jina Mjeda. Exactly. So I have another gentleman. Mambo vipi bro? Kila kitu iko safi? Exactly. These are the gentlemen also have to recognize their dignity and humanity as we're going to be embarking to the work here. I have one of my friend here. He was a bit to Matiko. Oh, yes. Memariza. The work is done.
Yes.
Oh, let Mutongoli finish here. Eh? Finishing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Today the work gonna be finished very early. Whew, I thought it could go up to 6, but a little bit here. The strong talk about whenever you come together and the effort is always placed together. There's no much of talking about it's you. Everybody's composed. Everything can work very me, and it can just go very fantastic here. So that's why you can see the work is ongoing. Mambo iko sawa? Safi. So guys, we're going to be planting some grass here, and I think it will be tomorrow but one, and it will just be levelized from the top here. It will be levelized, very good level, up to where you can see this fish pond is looking up to. So kazi ya kesho ni gani? I have some gentlemen. Kuja unionyeshe kazi ya kesho. I have some gentlemen here. They want to be showing us the work of tomorrow that they're going to be coming to do, and also Matiko's work of tomorrow. They're going to be coming to plant grass here and to make sure that this kind of the area going to be fantastic. So it will just be levelized. As you can see, they were trying to dig here, and it will go up to where the fence is to make sure that this area is levelized, and you can even pass through here. So the last time how it was, you could not pass through and near to the fish pond, because what we need is to pass near the fish pond, and if you're going to be throwing some food, you can throw the food very near to the fish pond here, and that was very awesome here. So now you can see how the fish pond now is looking like, very neat and tidy. Exactly. So the gentleman also, so this fish pond also, it has the same problem as this fish pond was having, and they're going to be now making sure that again they're going to be removing all of these kind of the stuffs. Kesho ndo tunatoa. Exactly. They're going to be removing them tomorrow. Na itachukua siku moja, si ndio? Then the following day tupige miti. Na hii sasa tutaijaza yote hiyo siku moja, si ndio? Sababu huko mbele kuna shida, ama yote itaekwa mpaka mwisho.
Tutaweka kuanzia pale mpaka
ama kutoka mwisho juu hata huko kunaweza bomoka. Exactly. So we are talking about even from the far point there, it can bring some shenanigans here. So here we have water, and this is a swampy area, and these are the water catchment areas, and that's why you see they are collapsing inside. The initial fish pond is here, but it's collapsing to go to the top here because of the loose soil. And you understand, whenever they are removing them, they're going to be placing them on top here. So still it's as a silt soil which is coming to the top here, and we don't want that kind of the silt soil again to be used. So we're going to be restricting the area, and we're going to be having a new platform coming. Guys, I told you. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo tunaendelea ama kazi imeisha? Kazi imeisha. Akia Mungu. Guys, that's how the work is always over, and people are going to be getting some a little bit of 2-3 things here so they can just get their own things and move. Very fantastic here. So sasa hapa sijui, it's the payment time here. I don't know how much I'm going to be having onto my phone here. I don't know. Okay. Hapa niko na ngapi? Hai. Tahono ono na ono. Arafu no mukomotomera andika choni renga. 300. Chumi 300. Hai, sasa. Yeah. Kana barenga mole. Kana 1 2 3 4. Arafu mutongoli. Let me sort you out. Ichaono pia. Naso kyo mohe. Sindio? Mia. 1
So kimno honi.
Atabaha chinuwe kwano. Tabahu wechio. Kanono na kunyire fence. So toko heto kana kunyire fence. So guys, that's how the work is always. So we are just disbursing the money here, and also we're gonna be making sure that other things are following. The masasi open hakia Mungu ko sare katu teikale. Wait. 0? Yeah. Asi go back. Nakuja na shopping ya Bokeh. Nakuja na shopping ya Bokeh.
Sawa, wewe ukucha mentra gani?
Sawa. Wikyo mura. Kwani nkotori ikale.
0798.
Gaja.
93. 39. 20.
Yeah, guys, we are putting some money, and because the work is over here, so as you can see, everything getting forward very meticulous, and everything will just be okay here, and the work of tomorrow will just continue as normal. And you can see nimeka hapo hiyo do. Sasa patiu mzee nenda kana wakore
face shimini pata nimehebo kana warampa kidogo.
Sasa nimekuwekea na ya kutoa, si ndio?
Mingoto.
Lakini kulingande kuchikoro hayo.
Mingoto.
Ntore 1 na ya kuruhusia. Nakuja hapo juu kama nitakupata sawa. Nakuja na shopping 2-3. Tanga ni wengu chana.
Nonga usi baki chamuka.
Kama choni chao.
Nachia kore.
Mte yangu chande. Sinakuja huko juu, si ndio? Sawa. Nakuja tuweke mawazo pamoja. Yeah, kila kitu isonge mbele. He was the one who was cutting some fences there, and we have to sort him a little bit something. I'm telling him I'm going to be going back there so he can just absolutely handle such kind of the matters once and for all. Exactly. So guys, what we're going to be talking about at this kind of the spot here is we're going to be now taking everything here. Sasa tunakusanya kila kitu. Kusanya basi tukiendanga. So one thing that I want much of the people to understand is I am having a new model of coming up with a new strategy, and the strategy is I dug this kind of a hole here, which is a little bit of a channel that will be helping us controlling the erosion, and that was bringing much of the shenanigans onto the fish ponds here. So at this kind of the time, also I'm bringing much of the hardcore, you can see here, and this kind of the hardcore, I said I'm gonna be building here an Airbnb, and we are I'm still on it to bring some small amount of talk about materials to the site to make sure that we're going to be solving this kind of the problem once and for all. So as tomorrow they're going to be coming for this kind of the work of removing this kind of the collapsed section here. it's gonna be rectified, like the way you can see. This one is rectified very straight and very punctual, and that's what we're gonna be doing here to make sure that things are conducted very good here. And also this kind of the house gonna be building here, wait for it, because it's still a plan which is still ongoing, to make sure that we're gonna be building something very stable, very fantastic, and things gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. So that's how we just finished our work here. It's a 13 lunchtime edition, and everything gonna be just very nicely here. So we're gonna be handling much of the issues and much of the matters here once and for all, and things gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. Keep tuned. We are back again. Hi. How are you? Ed, you are clean up and down. Things are working. How are you? Everything is good? Exactly. Why are you smiling? And you are exactly. Guys, I'm back to... Oi. Oh, squeeze on a shibanga. Sasa godi. Exactly. Bokeh. My sister, how are you?
I'm fine.
Everything is okay? Mbono la mahero la sekania.
I don't know si Bokeh sini nguri gani
Oh. Yeah. I have a package for Bokeh here. Si nilikuambia Bokeh said that sometimes consider some shoppings, eh? Exactly. So we have bought a little bit of some shoppings here and everything. The sister to Matiko. Sasa. Na ni guri ko dance no move jore sana. Eh? To bane. I heard Bokeh is a very good dancer, and I don't know if it's true or it's false. Today it's one-on-one. We're gonna be checking. Is it the reality? No bane. Box ni yako. Leta kisu. Ama nani ndio hiyo? Guys, they are talking about, let it not be like we are carrying something like airs, and we are talking about this shopping, so they have to open and check, is it the reality? That's it. So I like how they are just always sitting here together and cherishing themselves here, and everything gonna be so okay. Wacha Matiko afanye, si ndio? Siroli simba. Songa nyuma wewe. Matiko twende nayo.
Tiga mangana kayo. Mahu. Wewe mama yangu mama. Tiga mangana kao kan.
Kulikuwa na biscuits za wale watoto wawili. Wako wapi yule mwingine? Ameenda. Hizi ni moja ni ya huyu. Nyingine ni ya yule mwingine, si ndio? Sawa. Sasa Bokeh hapo mambo iko sawa.
Yaani hano.
Bokeh vili tu.
Ulikuwa unataka dance?
Na mau. Kaya kulika Vaseline.
Yeah, mambo iko sawa. Tuko mpaka mambo iko sawa, si ndio? Yeah, this for Bokeh and shopping for Bokeh, and also some greens also getting to the mom, and also shika hizi. Kuna blue band zingine ni za mama.
Ingapi?
Moja. Ziko tatu. Moja ilikuwa yangu. Iko wapi ile nyingine ya black? Hiyo ni yangu. Moja ni ya huyu. Hii wacha ikae hapa. Haya. Mkate moja patia nani? Patia Bokeh. Patia Bokeh hiyo. Sasa. Mambo iko sawa. Bokeh today is today. Haya. Gichire. Gichire chinswega. Chino Haya, hizi ni mboga zako.
Ubarikiwa sana.
Mambo iko sawa. Sasa kila kitu iko. Ni wewe tu sasa. Guys, I told them like there are so many things that are going to be coming, and they should be there waiting for them because we have a better and a good way to go. Also, we have some of the stuffs for the mom, and tumebakisha samaki because I'm going to be buying some fish for the mom. But they're so expensive where I was because it's not yet time. In the evening, it's very good time in the evening for us to buy some fishes, and I will buy for them in the evening because right now it's still lunchtime. It's so expensive for the people who are just still having. So in the evening, I'll just purchase in Nyabohanse because they're so cheap in Nyabohanse than in Sirari because Sirari is a bigger town and there are a little bit of people are congested there and things are so expensive there. So I considered it buying in Nyabohanse. Exactly. So kila kitu kwa sawa. Gunia ilikuwa yangu. Gunia ni yangu. Gunia ni yangu. Sasa kila kitu kwa sawa. Bokeh ulikuwa unasema tu dance? Sasa mimi unataka unishikilie? Twende. Guys, if I could not have married, I don't know God could just talk about how the things are. If I could, Sasa what is You know, guys, one thing that I'm gonna be saying. There's a time I was supplying, kuna wakati nilikuwa napatiananga mboga. There's a time I was supplying the greens to the aged people in the community. Na nilipelekanga kwa dancing mom. There's a time I went to the dancing mom and she was ever dancing. Matiko is wondering here. Very big bread. It's a very big one, eh? Biggie. Yeah, and some milk. Size as a child is sumbue. Bokeh talked about she needs some shoppings whenever some of the people talked about again to bring some cashman here, and she talked about again to bring me some shopping, and that shopping I've just landed it here so she can just get everything very clear here. So she can now cook. Ama nini sahi hauna? Tuambie sahi nini hakuna? I'm gonna be bringing some fish. Jioni. Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing some fish in the evening and we're gonna be sorting it out. Ama niwapatie mtaenda kununua. Better I come with them, Nikuje nazo. Lakini jioni, si lunch. Yeah, in the evening I'll come with them. I talked about I give them lunch so they can just buy. No, I will buy because I know how to bargain and I'm a fish farmer also. I'll make sure that Matiko is talking about Matiko, just relax. Ona Matiko. If you want this kind of the stuffs to come, kama unataka hizi vitu zikuwa zinakuja, enda vile hali nataka.
Sawa.
Tukikwambia punguza. Unajua the more watakuona una react. Kanambe ngioge, the more itakuwa fiti. Au vipi?
Kanambe no manyika na punguza.
Matiko is saying something.
Kuna hanka unyori, nyori mbenyika nori kan.
Sinikwambia nitakuja.
Yori nkogendia ni nyoro tanyori kan. Toko hen.
Uwe.
Gento kama ke nyori yangu gen.
Ono gere moini inkyo.
Tiga mangana kugere mura.
Yeah, guys, everything is so possible, and I salute this kind of the time, and I say God bless each and every person who has blessed. As soon as amwambia asante sana.
Ani abarikiwa sana mpaka shangae.
God bless you abundantly. God bless you abundantly. Again and again and again.
Endelea stoke.
Again and again and again.
Ni kore yensi yote no muhoro.
Mago hara gore. Kono no go. Demu kiambi bintu nya gore Matiko na hara. Matiko atakura hapa sai. Munipatia chungwa moja Angiri chongo. Nipatie chungwa moja hata mimi kule. Acha ndio hii. Aya, safi. Mambo iko sawa. I'm going to be eating also an orange here. It has been we came out from the work of the fish ponds there. Then I talked about let me get to Matiko some shoppings here, and I've now landed here, and everything is so fantastic as I appreciate much of the people tuned in, locked, and also subscribing, liking, and sharing. As going to be making it happening. Bokeh is no joke. Wacha twende. Wait, uongo twende. Twende. Let's go with Bokeh. Bokeh today she's calling like a man. You understand, Bokeh, she is living on herself, and she's having her own a family also to feed. The young lady whom the other boy was ever taking them with Godi, and she's the one who is handling much of the matters here. So she has a home here. We're going to be getting also the cows for Bokeh. Everything is so fantastic there, and some of them they were taken because they were feeding together here for Godi. But we're going to be checking the absolute way of handling such kind of the matters, how they're going to be arising here. So Bokeh's fence is a cassava. Meticulous. Bokeh, hapa kuko namna gani sasa? Hapa ndo naishi. Wagwan. Bokeh. Jokes aside. Jikoni kwa namna gani? Hakuna kitu kama ni nyumba ya mtu. Hapo ndo unapikia. That's the kitchen. The kitchen is outside kitchen. Very meticulous. Two more figures, which is 3 stones here. This is a kitchen, and whenever it's gonna be raining, I don't know. Na ikinyesha Bokeh, nyumba hapa haki ya Mungu. Bokeh's house is very meticulous. It's well arranged, very meticulous here. I like this kind of the design and the women, how they always practice this kind of the stuffs, and they absolute. And also, the good thing that they're going to be handling is she's having uko na makaa? Ani makaa? Exactly. So she has some jikos here, and also hakuna nyanya ilikuwa imebaki? Yeah. This was the only cooking oil that was available, and there's nothing here, no sugar, no nothing. So the area is empty. Even matchstick, I have bought matchsticks. Safi, mambo iko sawa sasa.
Iko sawa sana.
Sasa Bokeh. Bokeh now is very happy, and let us keep on giving them the best so as they can just make it happen. Uko na kisu? So nikatia hii. Cut for me this. Lazima tuoshe, Yeah, we have to wash the fruits. Wow, guys, that's how the local home is arranged, and that's how people live in the local area here, and we appreciate, because this is the living that we have to live, and make sure that things are happening. I like it. Safi, mambo iko sawa. Mambo iko chonjo. Sasa ni nini hakuna kama saa hii sasa? Sufuria iko, ni makaa iko. So sasa ni kupika tu. Asante sana. It's now cooking only. Guys, you see how we have boosted her. And ugere moyo. Na nikuulize, nani anakujanga? Anastasia anakujanga? Siku moja kukusalimia. Yeah, you know Anastasia, who is living at Moro there. She is the daughter, and I always ask about does she come here to greet them and see how they are prevailing? Shopping kidogo hata? Sana kujanga na shopping. Sometimes, bring some shopping. Maro has to act responsibly. Sometimes keep on her moving to make sure that things are going to be getting so fantastic here. That's the good values, and you have to dignify them and talk about this, the dignity. Uko na mattress na bed, kila kitu iko sawa? Uko sawa kidogo. Exactly. So she's good. So I had to come to also and sit down and also see how Bokeh life is. Sometimes tunapikianga hapo. Oh, she was cooking from this kind of the side here. Yeah, she has some firewood here. She's saying that I have also some firewood here. So she was cooking from inside the house here. As you can see, it's so totally black, and she has migrated to outside here because the soot is spoiling the house and also corroding the iron sheets, and they could just have some of the holes, which is not good at this kind of the time. Asante sana Bokeh. Aya, Mungu awabariki, sindo? Asante. Thank you. Asante sana. So guys, that's how we make things happen, and we are not here to discriminate anyone or talk any bad about anyone here. We are here to help. If I'm told again to bring this kind of the stuffs here, I always have to get them there, not to see what they are doing and discriminate them on what they are doing. No, it's to encourage them. Whatever they are doing, encourage them to do the best, and as the best gonna be coming, and we're gonna be doing the best. That is our charismatic moment, and we're gonna be feeling so happy about that. And as we prevail with much of the stuffs here, as we're going to be doing, talk about the stones. This is where they landed with the second trip, because it got a mystery here and we could not land at the position here. Also going to be calling this gentleman to understand if the materials going to be arriving, because already we have purchased all of them. Let me check. We check this kind of the gentleman called exactly. I'm gonna be checking on him so they can just make sure that things are happening so perpendicular. I understand if they're gonna be bringing because the road is otherwise the road is dry and they can. Chacha. Ho heke nkorenta bare sasa kwa sababu inchara yihomere.
Kutemerande mkopakira baba kikana magurba kutonga uchagari.
Oh sawa.
Kutemerande lazima nikupia.
Ah, sawa. So he's talking about the hardcore gonna be arriving here, and they are now loading, and they're gonna be coming to offload. So he's gonna be calling me as they're gonna be offloading, and some of them are hipped at the police station there because there's a certain day they came when it had rained and they could not get inside here. Then they had to go there and offload them there to make sure that things are always happening here more meticulous. So keep it tuned. I'm gonna be coming to you in a short while as we're gonna be handling. Hapo tushaanza kubomoa tayari. Barikiwa. Matiko hii. Mambo iko safi sasa.
Sasa kuna hasa mama niko tena mama mwino kuna mwana kwa hii. Unakata kuina mchongo. Yaani imeshiba kabisa.
Exactly. She's talking about
tufanyie shopping. Wacha tu aendelee na huko.
Exactly. The person who is ever making it happening. Thank you very much and God bless you. And she's talking about let you keep on shining and things are going to be coming, and they are so grateful about that as the shopping going to be coming and supporting them. Not like they have that guaranteed like you have to, but it's your own attitude and humanity you're talking about. Let you support the family and making it happen. That's the best moment we're going to be looking forward here. Exactly. Thank you very much. Unasemaje sasa?
Bro.
Naleta mawe bado. Mawe ikikuja bado nitakuwa hapa. Whenever the hardcore they're going to be arriving here, I'll be here to make sure that they're going to be. Matiko will be here. Atakuwa Sikuchona nda kunyori I have to come and get Matiko here. So before nikuja hapo ulikuwa unatembea sana. Before I got Matiko, Matiko is saying that right now he is always at home, which is the best,
Ni ukweli kama sasa hivi umekuja manipata.
Nimekupata.
Ni ukweli.
So no ware wonte. No ware wonte. No ware wonte.
Antari wotiga mangana gawa.
Oh, ponto kugamba mpono benta mu manyere. Ono mugeni. Matiko ndo waracha buya. I thought about Matiko has brought and not yet. What are we waiting for, man? The motorbike is full of Turente. Ay ndewe usonge hangi poko ngumba. Guys, I'm gonna be back to you as we're gonna be handling much of the matters here. Everything is so fantastic. Keep tuned, keep it locked. I'm gonna be coming to you in a short while after getting much of the things coming to you live one-on-one. Keep tuned. Guys, I'm coming from one of the grandmother here that once upon a time I was ever supplying some greens to them, and they know me, and even she was wondering I'm still surviving, and she has felt very happy because she has seen me and I was about, oh my living God, she's shining. The real fact that I went there to do is to talk about some of the stuff that people are just coming to engage. And they're misquoting other people so they can just talk about, oh, these people are bad. Yesterday I saw a video that the gentleman was talking about, oh, Matiko is ever coming there and doing ABCD, and that's why Matiko was shot a video. And from there, there's a young lady who was there. She was brought onto the light and talking about ABCD. The little fact they're going to be talking is, let us not enjoy while others going to be, oh, you're going to be jailing, I don't know who. He's telling people like, whenever you see Matiko here, call the police. Call the police my foot, which is a very stupid and nonsensical things that we might be adjourning to, and we don't understand. In a way, like you are the one now instigating and making people to have hatred in each village. So when you're talking about Matiko, whenever they see Matiko, they should call the police. What do you mean? You mean like Matiko now should be stuck at his own home, and Matiko should not be moving from one position to another? And which is the bad thing that we ever evolved to do, and we should change about that. We are not here to criticize anyone or to talk bad about anyone, because we are, both of us, we are here for the real life that God has promised us. And I'm not there to talk about Gintu. If I could be bad, I could have gone there with a little bit of some shoppings and talk about, oh mom, or the grandmother, I want you to leave this kind of the people. I'm not having that because I know the courtesy of helping them. And at that kind of the position, I'm not in terms of that. But when somebody can talk about, oh Gintu, can you take over the game? That's a very easy thing because I fear no one and nobody can come to intimidate Gintu or, you know, Gintu ABCD, nobody. And as I say it, as a normal thing because nobody can give me a pressure in this kind of the village. Everybody is just a demagogue, and we have to, they are demagogues and cartels because they're going to be feeding with other people's blood, and that is what is necessary to them. But another thing that they're going to be speaking is, I saw whenever they're talking about Matiko, whenever they see Matiko and they will be arresting Matiko, I was so flabbergasted in a way like we have to find a solution. And the solution are going to be getting, Mambo are going to be getting the solution today. And we're going to be dealing with this kind of the lazy boy. He thinks about we are here in terms of using whatever is not necessary, altering our own bodies. And you think, and yesterday we said it, if you are looking forward, there's a lady who is there. And the little fact that I know is he is looking forward to take over that lady and get her again and talk about, oh, grandmother, there's a sponsor who has said about, oh, we're going to be getting this lady to Sirari town, let me go and rent her, so they can just continue acting pornography, which is not, which is a very stupid thing. And this kind of the activities of showing the bodies of this kind of the young ladies and talking about you're going to be gaining your own money and influence, which is a bad condition ever possible. But we are not here to instigate anybody and talk about, oh, this is a pleasure or whatever. Nobody's feeling good whenever you go there, film and talk about, oh, you know, you are drinking ABCD. Why can't you bring them onto the rehabilitation, create a rehabilitation to Nyambwanse and talk about these people who are crazy, who are drinking, they should just be there. The good thing is the person who is talking about you should not drink. Every evening they were getting talk about this kind of the young boy called there's this kind of the young boy who is called Murimi. There's a time Murimi they were ever getting this kind of with this kind of the boy and Brian Vapor. They were ever going to liquor, they were going to the clubs, they are dancing, and yet whenever he's coming, there's a time I saw him talking about, oh, you know, the bad people who are looking at me badly. Oh, that's why you see I am washing my head. There's a dancing mom there. She was pouring some water onto the head. And he was talking about, oh, you know, there are people who are jealous about me. Who is jealous about you? Talk about you had a headache, which is a hangover. And you understand if you could be in Germany, a hangover is a hangover is considered as a sickness. Go to Germany. Hangover is a sickness. You cannot go to job and whatever. But don't talk about, oh, people are looking at you badly. You are the one who is spoiling your own self in a way that nobody is interested about, oh, you're going to be doing ABCD. Nobody is interested. What we are interested in is do what is necessary at a time. But don't lure people and talk about, oh, it's going to be this way. So you want to take Matiko to the cell. So what? So you want us again to start spending money, or because Matiko has a sister who is sponsoring, or let us now siphon the money. You had it, and we are not fearing anybody, including whether you come with whatever from the High Court. We're going to be coming for you, because we have said you're not allowed to shoot this kind of the boys. You understand, yesterday he was even showing, oh, Matiko father is having some cigarettes, or is still... that man, Matiko father, has been there getting those kind of the cigarettes, has been smoking for more than 40 years. You are here with 2 years of experience in YouTube. You are talking about, oh, you know, you should not take this. Did you go and learn about the narcotics, and you're going to be dealing with uncle bros? So you can just be dealing with this kind of the people and tell them, oh, you should not be doing this ABCD. Stupidity of the highest order. We shall not be mocked with people who think about they have everything to show or everything to deal with. That is nonsense of the highest order. What I'm going to be saying is one, yesterday scenario that the junior yesterday was doing, which was meticulously not adhered to the principles of shooting people video, because whenever somebody is shooting them, they start complaining, oh, don't shoot me. Why are you shooting other people then? And you are still giving them, talking about, oh, you know, Matiko is ABCD, and including talking about Gintu is the one who is liquoring this kind of the people. If you are the one who was liquoring, including right now, Brian Vapor is something else. Even he is evaporating to this kind of the point. Because I learned with Brian, he was my classmate from primary, he was my schoolmate in high school, different, same form, but different streets. And at that kind of the position, I know himself, because also if Mambo VP, Mambiko Chonjo, and when I consider talking about it, I understand even Brian Vapor had left home while we were in Form 1, and he has never gave you a story. What made him to leave the school to go to Nairobi to go and do the cut program, which is this kind of the cut 2-wheel. He was pulling it, the cut in Nairobi, getting some of the stuff from one area to another. And there's a time, there's this kind of the boy called Ernest. They're the ones who made it until Brian came back home, because the mother was ever talking about, oh, what can we do? So whenever these people are coming, so one person is getting to them and talking about, oh, you know, I'm the one who is helping you, including the brother, who is a very big drunkard person. I know them, because there's a time I went to Nairobi, I met with them, and anything they're just talking about is how to liquor. Why can't he talk about, oh, you know, Brian Vapor is liquoring? Why can't he go to the mother of Brian and talk about, oh, Brian, you know, your mother is doing ABCD? Which is absolutely, we have to correct ourselves and understand what we're going to be doing. Because also when we talk about how these kind of stuffs are going to be, is running to Matiko's mother, running to people's homes, and talking about we're going to be pouring down some changa, which is illicit brew, and not considering to stand and talk about Brian, the home also of Brian. That's what, and go and ask Brian if they want to investigate and get the direct order, get it from me. When we were in standard 6, me and Brian, because we were in the same standard, same grade, same class. Hello, Buyora. So that's Ernesto's mother. I think she's gonna be having something to say, and they're gonna be meeting with her. So the little thing they're gonna talk about is Brian, when we were very young, I think we were in grade 6. Brian, the mother, was brewing. I think up to now, they are still brewing. And when they are brewing, what they don't understand is the mother of Brian Vapor, she is buying brown sugar from the same father of the person who is condemning the brewing. How can you talk about you're condemning the brewing, yet your father is the one who is supplying the brown sugar? Hey, we have to consider it, and we have to understand it. Because if you're talking about where is that brown sugar and where is that kind of the maize we're going to be getting to, we have to standardize ourselves. We have to understand the chatter boom that we have to not again ourselves, but we have to handle ourselves meticulously, not to talk about any kind of the misery. Yes, Toto? Eh? Aya ni sawa, niko huku Nyabo. So those are the materials that are going to be getting to my site of the fish farm, and we're going to be making sure that everything is so fantastic there. Somebody can ask about, oh, Gintu, you are not touching the motorbike. No, I'm a professional in terms of driving. Don't worry about me. I have this kind of the momentum, early years coming, and that is the best momentum I'm going to be doing here. So what I'm going to be talking about is, do you understand that Brian Vapor, there's a time, there's this kind of the brewing, talk about the, it's not an industrial brewing, but it is something called fractional distillation that people are just using to bring out liquor and do such kind of the things. Brian once upon a time was affected, and he got some injuries, and he was banned with those kind of the stars, which gonna be constituting to this kind of the moral we have to understand today. Like let us not perpetrate others and talk about, oh, these people are doing this. Why can't he go to Brian's mother and talk about what Brian is, the mother is doing in Yaboas? Because it's the same procedure that Matiko mother was doing. And so many people have been surviving. There's some of the people are coming out to tell us, oh, again to, you are supporting liquor, you are supporting ABCD, which is the stupid thing of the highest order. I'm not supporting it. But understand that there are so many people who have learned using that kind of the liquor. So many. And right now they are lawyers, they are magistrates, and they're so big people. And somebody is coming out and talk about, oh, you know, this is not good. Yes, it's not good. Embrace them. Can you give them something good so they can just do? But now, whenever you talk about you're going to be giving them something good, you bring them some things and then you grab them. So do you want them to go back to the same position they were, or to come and bend and talk about, oh, you know, we're going to be bending to you, give us this kind of the money, ABCD, and again you talk about, oh, you know, I'm spending a lot of money to this kind of the family. Nonsense. That's something which is very stupidical at this kind of the moment. Mambo. Wagwan, Nguchande. So the little fact that we have to embrace and talk about at this kind of the time is let us continue standardizing ourselves. Let us continue understanding what we're going to be doing at which kind of the particular rate, at which kind of the particular moment, so as we can embrace ourselves, move forward. Let us leave this stupidity of talking about, oh, you're going to be blocking other people not to go where, not to go here, and talk about you're going to be calling the police. You think the police are your family? You know, sometimes you are just not understanding. And we're going to be looking for the proper litigation for this kind of the boys, so they cannot be humiliating other people and thinking about we are just afraid of that kind of a molester. And think about we are not interested about that. And we are not the ladies to sit and to your stupid mongutalized can't talk about, oh, we're going to be there flirting ABCD, nonsense of the highest order. We have to reconsider, auto-consider, and make sure that we're going to be having the courtesy of prevalence. That's what we are looking forward to. And this is just a clear dedication. Let us not humiliate others and think about we're going to be leaving you. We're going to be coming for you. And if we're going to be coming for you, still we are on it. And the proper way of handling you is on the spot, and the things are going to be coming. So keep tuned, guys. Keep it locked, because you have to frame and also get this kind of the people where they need to be placed. Because if we don't talk and we don't preach, they don't listen. They will continue demoralizing the village, categorizing the village. These are biggest demagogue categorizing people, and we have to consider the way of handling them so meticulous. Exactly. So back to the spot, and everything is coming to you live, which is one-on-one, and things are going to be happening too. Today I'm going to be having the helmet. I'm maneuvering west, west, and south to make sure that everything is coming to you live, which is one-on-one. Keep tuned, keep it locked. Much of the thing will be coming to you live, one-on-one. I'm waiting for my brother to offload some of the hardcore at my own fish farm, and everything going to be so considered at that kind of the position. Keep it tuned. Back to you when the truck going to be coming there. I'm coming back. Guys, back again. I said it's raining already, and it's not even afternoon or whatever. It's still it's 14:57 here, and it's already raining, and it has rained. You can see even a little bit the sweater is and I have a truck in front of me, and it's delivering the materials to my fish ponds here. To make sure that everything is so fantastic. As we have just said about, we're going to be having development, and when development calls, we have to go with it. And it's a bit, the road is always there, and it's the one that when Gitribo was told to purchase this kind of the plot, he was told the road is there. He was talking about, no, the road cannot pass. You understand such kind of the things, but he needed to be very close to where you understand it. And that's how the thing going to be getting. So we are getting this the second trip of hardcore, but we're going to be I'm collecting materials, and whenever now the time reaches, I'm going to be coming out with the subsequent and also the absolute construction that we're going to be following the panel and also the channel. And I'm waiting for always the engineer and architecture also to give me the full report about how it needs it to be and how it should be. Yeah. It's passing through Guys, I never wanted to fence this area. It's still mine because I knew the one day, one time, it will act as a field of getting this kind of the materials to the site, and it will be holding. So if I could just get there a gate, it could be just a little bit having some shenanigans, ABCD. Mambo vipi? Mambo iko sawa? We had one trip already down here, so this is the second one, and everything gonna be so fantastic here. Ona ile tairi hakuna pressure. Amuko mmeiona? Kutoka Mabera? Inatoa. Inatoa. Si mungeongeza basi pressure. Hapo. Melala kidogo. Hapo ni sawa.
Aya, songa. 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 Enda.
Sawa. So it's done. So this is the second trip here, and things are working now. So we are on it. And tomorrow but one, I'm gonna be coming from the front yard here. We always have to collect some ballast, and I'm still collecting much more. If I get some money, I buy one. Whenever it's gonna be reaching at that time, I'll be having more and more and more. So I'm looking forward to have 5, and also I'm gonna be having 5 trips of sand also, and I'm going to be having 2 trips of ballast also. They should be adhered to this kind of the position here. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we are collecting, and that's what I'm always telling much of the people. We're never going to be having 5 trips here. It's not like you can go and purchase them once, and that's not the absolute way of handling much of the matters and also getting forward. I understand, because I said it and the time is right now. Exciting. You need here. Omusansa yegore. Neraso inchira mbuyere. Hof. Omusansa. Endo chonde ko barabara hara. Oh. Embrangu chere. Lakini ano hano mbuya hari hatachwa. Hano hatachwa. Hano hakangi. Chaso haibere. Atara nemotegare ntantega ganya kwanza. Guys is asking me about the Matiko. Kwa hivyo unaleta moja? Haya. So I'm gonna be getting me one to be 3, and it will be a good movement. So I'm creating my own road. The people are talking about, oh, Ginto, it's gonna be, this is my new road also. It's a virgin road that I'm just constructing here. I'm just gonna be achieving from coming with it here. And we're never gonna be, even if it rains, it will not affect me any much, because I'll be having the site, it will be highly compacted. It's not like Matiko's site. He is asking me also about Matiko's site, because the person who has the contract of bringing the materials, he uses different trucks. So he used 2 trucks, and they're coming and they're having a little bit of a problem. So my brother gonna be getting it on. So guys, some of the people might talk about, oh, Ginto, why couldn't you use your brother to get materials to Matiko? Guys, I go with how the system is. And the road was having so much of the bulkness, so much of the hectic, so much of the mayhem. The causative agents of not having it was so high. So I used one of the guys who I promised are gonna be giving the job, and is the same person who is always getting much of the job from the environment here. So when my brother, even if my brother want to be going there, is the person to contact my brother, get some materials there. That is the best way of achieving and also appreciating people. So that's why my brother is not getting there. If it could be another person my brother has could even finished getting the materials there. But let us go, and it's just opening the road, and when it's gonna be good, we're gonna be using my brother always to get the materials there when this kind of the 4 trips are over. My brother doesn't fear rain, doesn't fear anything. He's the one supplying all over. Even right now, you're gonna be getting the materials to the dancing mom right now, some sand, and you'll just see the video whenever the boy gonna be getting there. Oh guys, the sand is here. My brother is always supplying the sand, and I don't want to talk about, oh, is ABCD. That's a job, and if you have the job has to continue. So it's already raining here, and I don't want it to interfere with me much, and things has to happen and things has to go on. So the gate is always being open, and also we have to open and close it each and every time to make sure that everything is so good. So the area is now very fantastic. We're going to be planting here some grass, and it will be developed very much fantastic in a way like this zone here. It will be planted good grass and also very nice trees, which are the shade trees, and we're going to be developing it, and we're going to be constructing here a small talk about a small talk about some bricks here to get a lean, and they're going to be very fantastic in a way like we're going to be area going to be observed, and also it's going to be a good entry. And also when we're going to be starting the construction, we're going to be maybe cutting this kind of the fence at this kind of the position here, from here to here, to make sure that people are going to be getting an entry, because this zone are going to be constructing here, which is called Airbnbs, and they're going to be so big from here in to interior of the fish pond here. I want people to feel that kind of the warmth, to feel that kind of the vibe, and also feel the most appreciative way and the most way of welcoming the guest and much more. The experience, the meal experience. Talk about the experience of talk about relaxing. That's the best way for us to do and make things happening here. Mnyamwini?
Bokeh.
Ye kerikuya. Isusutire lakini isusutire nenke igora kini isusutire tarato sana. Etatire ekuranse hana. Oh, lakini mba sasa itago sasa sigati kire kare negususuti susutire tarigane nene megara. Okay. Lakini ndego muhono wasohere kumaramba hano wa homere. Na hombe ho hanga hakangi. Kumaramba wa isre kome zarato. Abono sasi go bena homa itu kare na sasi go kumaramba hanonde. Kurama hara. Hara mugondo dana ajabo mahindi kumugondo. Oh sasa nuorante ikeri kubina bono. Lakini arasa uchacha libu ange kuambika nekeri kubina. Nora bene. Bono sasa kante ba gucharibu enda yangere tumayiga yangere gasikiribu na maboko. Kana bono hegara ayimbe. Wata mutebu wa chasi kirisasi go kabure tara twincheru tamute gatera twincheru he. Manyandane tuwe yoba kuma hai nyabo hanse. Tuwe hauti mere senya. Bono stage na nuninde ngenyamu ini sasigo. Guys, is the other contractor I said have given the mandate to bring the materials to Matiko, and he's saying like it's raining. Yes, it's raining, and it's moving towards Nyabohanse, and he's talking about, oh, they are there complaining about how we need to get in. A bit the road is, you understand, orienting a new road. It has such kind of the challenges because it has not been stepped on, it has not been compacted with the truck. It's the first time, and it was the area was a farm. It was being weeded, so a bit crazy. So we have to absolutely understand this kind of the module. But my road here, it's gonna be from the top, it's gonna be good. But down here towards the maze, that's why I formulated it as a new road and a bit not much crazy. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So guys, you can now see this area is now heaped and compacted very heavily, and this is what we're gonna be achieving here. The same tomorrow, we're gonna be coming to this fish pond here. Again, we will make it as that fish pond is, and this area will now be strengthened and also made, talk about it's gonna be so fantastic whenever it comes to the way. And this kind of the house is gonna be constructing. It's like a story building, and it's gonna be coming up to where this kind of the guava tree is. And the people gonna be showering with the fish. People gonna be stepping onto the fish. People gonna be doing whatever is necessary. Gonna be fishing here. So I'm now preparing this space very meticulously as a talk about a recreational center, and people gonna be coming to enjoy. People gonna be coming with maybe their own tents. Are gonna be providing a very good staff, and it's gonna be up there. That's where an area I'm just providing there, and also I'm gonna be providing this down area. It's gonna also be embraced and also being constructed to be a good zone for this kind of the people gonna be camping and do whatever. People want to eat fish. This is a zone of fish, and people will be eating like cherokee drums, and they're gonna be hitting them, and they're gonna be getting them from the water. It will be a nice thing. And this zone, it will be down up to the water, and it will be enclosed. Talk about it's gonna be coming up and also getting to a story building. So that is the opportunity that we're gonna be getting to develop ourselves, and people should just get. We are trying to make it happen. YouTube will not be there. What about whenever the time reaches? We will be having a problem if we don't venture into what is necessary. That's what I'm ever talking about. And I'm just getting some materials, small. Tomorrow but one, I'll have finished bringing some materials. You see us democratizing here, getting the house democratizing up, becoming a very good house, and we're going to be making things happen. What I'm just aiming is God have grace to us, and we're going to be developing and making it happen. I'm just hearing people talking about, I'm the only person who is having a story building. I'm the only person who can just compete with the government. Guys, we are still talking about, we don't have much to say, but we understand whenever the time we're going to be reaching, we will just show what is unto us. And that is the best way. And I had that kind of a dream. There's a person who ever came to my life and talks about, before I could construct my G castle, there's somebody who came and talks about, I want you to give me the quotation. I don't know where my brother has gone. Give me the quotation of getting a perimeter wall of this kind of the fish farm. People are just disturbing you. During that time, somebody came and also sprayed some of the Roundup at my farm. I was so disgusted and talked about Ginto going to be supporting you. But I don't know where my brother, maybe he's the one who motivated me to come here. And the G castle was to be built here. That was the fantastic. My father refused. I was to build here my G castle. My father refused and talked about build it at home. And I wanted to come and venture myself to this kind of the sport because I know how to take care of the fish farms, as you can see them here. And also, you understand the risk taker is the owner. And if you employ somebody here to do the job, there's nothing will ever be conducted. There's nothing will ever go good because this kind of the people, they're here to eat. They're here to eat and they're here to eat. And the person you ever employ will be the same person who will be there to eat your fish and talk about, A, B, C, D, or you understand. And to this kind of the job, there's a time Jamaican uncle told me, Ginto, you have an asset. Use it very meticulously because this is no-go zone. There's no chapter of lazy rising here. And you have to make sure that you're going to be developing no jokes to the business. And that's what I'm going to be developing. And right now, I'm now developing the fish ponds into a standard class, international standard class. That's who I am. Always aiming forward, backward never. That's my responsibility. And I cherish with the people because this area, people gonna be now eating fish and cherishing with cool music. Very cool. Gonna be talking about, jing, jing, woo. Da 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 da, jing jing, yeah man. Gonna be coming to you one-on-one. Gonna be raining a little bit here. And gonna be crazy. I don't want to have some of the phyto sicknesses here, and things gonna be conducted very heavily. So gonna be closing the gate here. Woo! I'm gonna be holding it. I'm gonna be closing it very meticulous. I've not yet bought talk about a lock, but I think it's gonna be working here. So it's a bit crazy raining, but the good thing is the more we compress, the more the truck gonna be passing, the more it becomes so harder. And that is the best way for us to do and the best way for us to move forward. So guys, subscribe, like, share, comment. As gonna be grooving together to see this kind of the construction will be coming up with. What is it? How is it? I'm just saying about it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like this, but notify much of the people like we are on it to make it happen. So the road is now, you see, we are passing through the farm. And I asked about it so they can just allow me to pass. And you understand, in Africa, you have to move something. That is it. The road you have to bite. Because I cut some maize, like here. It's a farm. I cut some maize, you can see. And that's why you can just get the momentum of passing. Because everything is possible. Let's make it happen. And God bless each and every other person who is tuned, locked in, and supporting us to make it happen. So we are moving. This is a village life, and the village has to continue. Much shenanigans, they're going to be there, but things has to go on. But we're going to be giving people a lesson. And whoever wants to learn can learn. A person who wants to get it can get it. Like Gintu, I'm collecting materials in a small way, but tomorrow we will be in a larger area, or we will be doing something bigger. That is it. So here you can see still it's having a little bit of the problem waterly, but it will reach at a time. This zone will be so pure and the road will be there. And these are sugarcane for the Congrats dad. And you understand, whenever I was talking about the brewing industry, they are supportive this kind of the people, but they are coming again to humiliate others and talk about, oh, A, B, C, D. That's not fair. So I'm going to be getting my helmet. Exactly. And I'm going to be rushing back home, and everything will be just more fantastic here. I'm going to be getting the ignition, as this is the only money I have. 50-50. I have only 400 shillings. And I was ever telling much of the people, have you ever gone broke and remove your all money until the last cent that you're going to be having into the pocket for you to make something? That's who I am. I can remove every money I have to make sure that everything is conducted good. So I'm coming to you in a short while after making sure that everything is coming to you live, one-on-one. Keep tuned. Locked in always. Hello, Internet. Back to you in a short while. And this is the way forward. Back to you in the studio.